Question 1. Which of the following is a British overseas territory? C. The Falkland Islands. There are also several British overseas territories in other parts of the world, such as St. Helena and the Falkland Islands. They are also linked to the UK but are not a part of it. Question 2. How old was Edward VI when he died? A. 15. Henry VIII was succeeded by his son Edward VI, who was strongly Protestant. During his reign, the Book of Common Prayer was written to be used in the Church of England. A version of this book is still used in some churches today. Edward died at the age of 15 after ruling for just over 6 years, and his half-sister Mary became queen. Question 3. Which queen is remembered for her rebellion against the Romans? B. Boudica. One of the tribal leaders who fought against the Romans was Boudica, the queen of the Iceni in what is now eastern England. Question 4. Which of these statements is correct? B. The Roman army left England after 400 years to defend other parts of their empire. The Roman army left Britain in AD 410 to defend other parts of the Roman Empire and never returned. Question 5. For much of the Stone Age, Britain was connected to the continent by what? C. A land bridge. The first people to live in Britain were hunter-gatherers, in what we call the Stone Age. For much of the Stone Age, Britain was connected to the continent by a land bridge. People came and went, following the herds of deer and horses which they hunted. Britain only became permanently separated from the continent by the Channel about 10,000 years ago. Question 6. Which Scottish poet wrote the Bruce about the Battle of Bannockburn? B. John Barber. In Scotland, many people continued to speak Gaelic and the Scots language also developed. A number of poets began to write in the Scots language. One example is John Barber, who wrote the Bruce about the Battle of Bannockburn. Question 7. Is the statement below true or false? The Royal Society is the oldest surviving scientific society in the world. True. During his reign, the Royal Society was formed to promote natural knowledge. This is the oldest surviving scientific society in the world. Question 8. Which of the following is a famous Stone Age site in the UK? C. Stonehenge. One of these monuments, Stonehenge, still stands in what is now the English county of Wiltshire. Question 9. Which of these statements is correct? A. Halloween has its roots in an ancient pagan festival marking the beginning of winter. Halloween, the 31st of October, is an ancient festival and has roots in the pagan festival to mark the beginning of winter. Question 10. Which two are famous gardens in the UK? A. Bodnant Garden, C. Sissinghurst. There are famous gardens to visit throughout the UK, including Kew Gardens, Sissinghurst and Hidcote in England, Craig's Castle and Inverary Castle in Scotland, Bodnant Garden in Wales, and Mount Stuart in Northern Ireland. Question 11. Which of these statements is correct? B. Several British writers have won the Nobel Prize in Literature. The UK has a prestigious literary history and tradition. Several British writers, including the novelist Sir William Golding, the poet Seamus Heaney, and the playwright Harold Pinter, have won the Nobel Prize in Literature. Question 12. Is the statement below true or false? People over 75 years of age do not have to pay for a television license. True. People over 75 can apply for a free TV license and blind people can get a 50% discount. Question 13. Which of following are correct? A. The National Trust is a charity that works to preserve important buildings in the UK. Many parts of the countryside and places of interest are kept open by the National Trust in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland and the National Trust for Scotland. Both are charities that work to preserve important buildings, coastline, and countryside in the UK. Question 14. Eid al-Fitr celebrates the end of Ramadan. For how long before do Muslims fast? B. 1 month. Eid al-Fitr celebrates the end of Ramadan, when Muslims have fasted for a month. They thank Allah for giving them the strength to complete the fast. The date when it takes place changes every year. Muslims attend special services and meals. Question 15. Which of these statements is correct? B. Dogs in public places must wear a collar showing the owner's name and address. All dogs in public places must wear a collar showing the name and address of the owner. Question 16. Lewis Hamilton is a leading figure in which sport? B. Motor racing. A Formula One Grand Prix event is held in the UK each year and a number of British Grand Prix drivers have won the Formula One World Championship. Recent British winners include Damon Hill, Lewis Hamilton, and Jenson Button. Question 17. What must you have done in order to vote in elections? C. Put your name on the electoral register. To be able to vote in a parliamentary, local, or European election, you must have your name on the electoral register. Question 18. Which two chambers form the UK Parliament? A. House of Commons. C. House of Lords. In the UK, there are several different parts of government. The main ones are the monarchy, Parliament, the House of Commons and the House of Lords. Question 19. Which of these statements is correct? B. Self-employed people need to pay national insurance contributions themselves. People who are self-employed need to pay national insurance contributions themselves. Question 20. Which of these statements is correct? B. Countries join the Commonwealth voluntarily. The Commonwealth is an association of countries that support each other and work together towards shared goals in democracy and development. Most member states were once part of the British Empire, although a few countries which were not have also joined. Question 21. Which two issues can the devolved administrations pass laws on? A. Education. C. Health. Policy and laws governing defense, foreign affairs, immigration, taxation, and social security all remain under central UK government control. However, many other public services, such as education, are controlled by the devolved administrations. Question 22. Is the statement below true or false? If a person is aged under 21, this case will be heard in a youth court. False. In England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, if an accused person is aged 10 to 17, the case is normally heard in a youth court in front of up to 3 specially trained magistrates or a district judge. Question 23. Which two of the following deal with civil disputes? A. County Court. C. Sheriff Court. County courts deal with a wide range of civil disputes. These include people trying to get back money that is owed to them, cases involving personal injury, family matters, breaches of contract, and divorce. In Scotland, most of these matters are dealt with in the Sheriff Court. Question 24. Which of these statements is correct? A. Chequers is the Prime Minister's country house. The Prime Minister, PM, is the leader of the political party in power. He or she appoints the members of the cabinet, see below, and has control over many important public appointments. The official home of the Prime Minister is 10 Downing Street, in central London, near the Houses of Parliament. He or she also has a country house outside London called Chequers.